I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. Let's get this party started. Blue tears, orange tears, Blorange tears. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a sticky juicy fruit, somebody say, oh yeah. To quote the great American poet, Grand Poobah. Now, a lot of people think this is easy as it looks. Books and books of rhyme concepts and hooks. Stressing and stressing to get thoughts manifested. Something to get. All right, let me do the tip off. Tip off starts with the T. Where is tip off? There it is. So for the record, everybody, my energy is up, but I'm more solemn than anything. Right? So I'm more solemn than anything, right? I'm sad because I think this is about to be the end of an era. I think this is about to be the end of an era. If Kenny Payne leaves, if Kenny Payne takes the Louisville job, I think Johnny Bryant is the next to go. Right? Johnny Bryant has motivation to stay because he could be the next head coach of the New York Knicks. Right? But Thibs staying, Kenny Payne leaving, all this news coming out in the same week makes me think Tom Thibodeau is the long-term answer at head coach for the Knicks. Long-term. And while I don't necessarily have a huge problem with it, right? What I have a problem with is the coaching staff changing under Thibs. Right? I have a problem with familiar faces leaving, going to other places. Right? Hey, shout out to D'Angelo. Karen Fung was good. Sherwin M was good. DSJ was happening. Flatbush Dre was happening. Jeremy Nussbaum, what's good, bro? What's happening? Harlem Girl is in the building. What's good? Troy Flett is in the building. What's good? Sincere, what's good? Mr. Vince, what's good with you? AJ Bula, what's good? White Falcon, what's good, man? I see you. What's good? I see you. Dripmore is in the building. What's good? Cully is in the building. What's good? So I'm frustrated. Did I put the link in the chat? Let me do this. Let me put the link in the chat. What am I doing? Let me put the link in the chat first. All right. So I'm frustrated, not in the fact that Thibs is staying. I mean, I don't care, right? Because we are going to, Knicks fans, and I am one of them, I'm going to complain about the head coach. It don't even matter what the head coach's name is, right? I'm going to complain about the head coach. I don't care if his name was Greg Popovich. I would complain about Coach K. Right? My thing is seeing Woodson leave for a major college job last year. Seeing Kenny Payne leave for a major college job this year. And then knowing that Thibs is staying means Johnny Bryant is going. Johnny Bryant is not going to pass up high-profile coaching gigs 3 summers in a row. And listen, I know he's only been with us for 2 years, but you got to take into account he passed up jobs that were open to come here to be the associate head coach. And then he did it last year. And then to expect he's going to do it again this year, I can't see it happening. Right? D'Angelo, you crazy, man. He says, no worries. If Payne is gone, Dewey is our backup. As long as Babe ain't there, Dewey is good. If Babe is there, y'all go, hey, the Knicks going 0-82. And he might get hit in the privates by a basketball. So, but yeah, man, so this thing has me in what they call a conundrum, right? Because while Thibs is staying, Kenny Payne is leaving? I'm confused. Thibs is staying, but Johnny Bryant may leave. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get where we are as an organization. Where are we as an organization where we find quality guys will leave your coaching staff to accept high-profile jobs in other places, and the head coach is not scrutinized? G.I., what's good, man? I don't get it. Cully says, my thing is, how does Leon Rose get to sit at all the games all calm with his mask on and nobody have words for him? Probably because he's so low key, nobody noticed him. I guess that's what Cully says. Gia says, Freezy, you told us a month ago Thibs was not leaving. He was going to the front office. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, but I said that in a space where we all assumed that Kenny Payne and Johnny Bryant was still going to be here. And you know how to say and you know how the saying goes, man. The saying is your takes are as good as the information that's available to you at the time. D'Angelo says, I did respond, DSJ. Okay, all right. Oh, that's to DSJ. Okay. Salute, rich boy. Yeah, so we're in a weird spot. I don't dislike Thibs. I'm not a Thibs hater. Do I love everything that Thibs does? No. I don't think Thibs can walk on water. I don't think Thibs is a saint. I'm not ready to call him Saint Thibs. Right? What I am saying, however, is if the coaching staff is having a mass exodus, then we need to start looking at the leader of the coaching staff. DSJ says, D'Angelo, but it's a city jersey. Okay, never mind. Real King says, the Knicks determined to fail. Well, my thing is, where we are, man, is, let me turn this here off. My thing is, when things start to shake up and you can't replace the departed with familiar names that are comparable, all of a sudden it puts me in this weird space of it puts me in this weird So D'Angelo says, if it's a top engine. Hey, Anton Nicholas says, salute. According to Mark Berman, Rick Brunson is a candidate to replace Kenny Payne. What is your take on that? Interesting. That is interesting. Rick Brunson? Okay. All right. So Anton Nicholas says, salute. According to Mark Berman, Rick Brunson is a candidate to replace Kenny Payne. What's your take on that? How good of a coach is Rick Brunson? I know understand it's a familiar name, right? I understand it's a familiar name. I understand that his son may be a target in free agency, right? But I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a nepotism play, right? Because we know that let me bring my guy in here real quick. What's good, fellas?
It's good.
Ain't nothing to it. And I'm trying to figure it. So Anton Nicholas says, according to Mark Berman, Rick Brunson is a candidate to replace Kenny Payne. What is your take on that? I am saying that this better not be a nepotism play.
Yeah, let's hope it's not what we think it is.
This better not be one of those dumb bring in David Fizdale because he can get you to the table with KD and Kyrie type of move.
And LeBron James. We've heard that before.
Right. Because if it's one of those dumb moves,
it will be.
Yeah. Salute, bro.
Well, good morning, guys.
Yeah. I don't know what Brunson's coaching is going to be like. Like, what is he good at? Does he have successes in other places? Because if you bring on Brunson and it's just we're gonna hire the father so that we can get the son, it'll frustrate me. What do you
Big time. I don't want Brunson as coach. No way.
Yeah.
Yo, D'Angelo, I don't even think you care if he has a good resume or not.
No, me. Well, I mean, listen, you could see the direction now. With they do. Obviously, Thibs is coming back. We're gonna be stuck at the same front office, the same dumb crap we've been dealing for the last year, almost 2 years now. So there's going to be a lot more heartache here, I think, guys. I don't know. It doesn't look well.
I think it might be. I think it might be a skosh less. I always thought that if the front office bought Thibs back, then Randall is gone. I still believe that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what you had to say about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so listen. First off, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the panel. Sam, listen, I come bearing gifts. I got you this Curtis Granderson jersey.
There we go.
and how you shipping that Randall jersey to me, huh?
And for D'Angelo, not only did I get you that Randall jersey, I also got you that James Dolan album that you was looking for. And it's autographed by him, so it's worth some money.
Great. Oh yeah.
Uncle Freezy, I got you a blue beanie.
Sweet.
You got the orange one, so I just figured I'd just give you a blue one. And
is it reversible?
Yeah, Blorange Tears.
Okay.
There you go. We're hooked up now. We're definitely hooked up now. Yeah. This is I mean, once they gave approval for Thibs for the rest of this year, and they said, no, he's our guy. So we know now he ain't going anywhere. So we're gonna have to deal with this, the way he coaches. And
I just love how some fans really believe Freezy. They believe that Randall isn't going anywhere. Like, if y'all seriously don't think that Randall won't be traded or couldn't be traded, we have to be real with ourselves here.
Right, Sam.
Right. I don't think it's a organizational thing. I think it's all parties are tired of each other.
It's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's one of those things. Randall is tired of Thibs.
Right.
And so I watched the game last night. The Knicks are up by 18. They were up by 18. And Thibs was still up screaming about Randall, Obi, yo.
He's one of those coaches, freezing. And you know, just anybody knows from playing experience. Nobody wants to hear that. If we out here smacking the team,
Yeah,
we
that's
get
bad.
that you want to, like, you know, you have your game plan and whatnot, but it's like you're never satisfied. Kind of like that's how the players feel. Like no matter what they do, he's still going to be yelling at them for anything.
That's right. They won by 30. He'll be complaining that you should have won by 45.
Yeah. It's never good enough.
Right. And we were up by, and if you notice, we were up by 30, and he put Randall and RJ in the game.
That's what he does. That's what he does, Freezy.
Right. And so and so I can't knock him per se, because if he didn't put them in the game and the Knicks would have lost that game, Knicks fans would have been crying about that. Oh, we were up by 30 and we lost. Yeah. So it's one of those situations is he's damned if you do and damned if you don't. But it's still a situation where the message, regardless how important and true it is, it grates on people's nerves, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gets you to a point where you just want to give up, man. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah, right. No doubt. That's why I feel.
And so it's the thing. Yo, Darley is in the building. What's good? Dolly in the building, fresh off of mixing Jay-Z's secret album. He didn't want me to tell y'all that, but that's breaking news on Blorange Tears. What's good, Dolly? Mixing and engineering Jay-Z's secret album. What's good? But the thing is though, I think Randall has been tired of Thibs since about
last year,
December. I was gonna say, yeah. It's like when the coach never sit down, all he do is yell.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. At some point, you're like, man, just sit your ass, sit down.
Yeah, sit down and shut up.
Yeah, at least for a look. Can you please give us a break?
Yeah, it's too much.
And Sherwin was saying it in the chat, but I looked it up a little bit. So for those who wanted to know about Rick Brunson and his coaching, he has been coaching high school basketball for the past couple of years. The team that he's coaching now, like Camden High School, they're top-ranked team in the country. I believe at least top 5 or top 10 at the worst. And he's coaching DJ Wagner right now, Freezy.
Yeah, he got the one Wagner's kid. So
no, I know all that stuff. That's the area of the country that I live in. I live in this area.
That's honestly the most I could tell you, because I honestly don't follow the guy.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, coaching high school is not coaching college.
That's true.
And coaching college is not coaching the NBA.
Yeah.
And coaching the NBA is not like coaching all-stars. And coaching all-stars is not like coaching big threes, big twos, championship contenders.
Hall of Famers, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, it's mad levels to this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't just skip.
Yeah.
Just get to the NBA.
Yeah, man. And so we just want to be careful with what it is we're saying, assuming that everything operates in a vacuum and everything gets better linearly. Like, oh, he's 19, he's raw. He's 20, he's a little better. 21, he's a little bit. Nah, it don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's levels to this thing, man. You know, and so the thing I'm saying is this: if he's a good high school coach and he took a great college job, that would be too much, right? Mm-hmm. Say if he's coaching Camden and all of a sudden he took over for Coach K at Duke. Right. No, that's way too.
Yeah, that's
So so now you're coaching high school, and now you're the assistant coach of the Knicks in the NBA. You're one Tom Thibodeau trip over a cord and break his leg away from being the head coach of the New York Knicks.
If he even tells him a wrong play call, he's getting out of here.
And you're doing this. If that is the case, you're gonna do that because you want to get his son here for all that money.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's not.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
That is dumb.
That's what I'm saying, D'Angelo. Like, if this Lord. Is, if okay, so if they had hired him in Woodson's place,
Oh,
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
then this story came about like, hey, bring my son
he would
here.
have already been here.
Yeah,
Yeah, then I'd be like, okay.
hell yeah.
Okay. So this is not LOL Knicks, right? But this right here, the way things are unfolding, this is LOL Knicks, man.
Yeah, there it is.
All over again.
Stressing you out.
Yeah, chasing storylines instead of chasing championships.
Hey,
Amen.
Iman or Iman, you actually just nailed it. That's what I was going to talk about next in the chat. He said it didn't work with hiring Jaren Jackson's dad. That's facts. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to hire somebody's father thinking that they're going to come. They're never going to come here.
Stupid. Right. Plain stupid.
Right. And so the other thing I want to get at too is, so all these things go together. All of them. All of these things go together, man. Right? The thing is Thibs staying, Kenny Payne taking the Louisville job, right? Johnny Bryant is not going to stay here.
No.
For another season.
Nope.
And you can't blame him. Some NBA coach somewhere is getting fired this offseason.
Oh, for sure.
And you can't blame Johnny Bryant for throwing his hat in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right? We don't know who that coach is.
Any struggling team, you could look at it and they could just want to move on from a guy.
Right.
Even like the Lakers, Vogel could be definitely on his way out. So
I'll tell you a coach that I know for a fact that's getting fired. Alvin Gentry in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're playing out the string. I feel it in my gut that he's going to get fired, and they're going to look for a young head coach with Johnny Bryant's pedigree, and I think that might be Johnny Bryant's destination.
Yep, it's calling. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he gets that coaching job, he's definitely not coming back.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, here's the flip side to that. If Johnny Bryant applies to all these job openings and he doesn't get the job, why would we keep him as our head coach in waiting? If he's not qualified to get the Sacramento job, shouldn't we second guess him getting the Knicks job?
Well, it just depends on what Sacramento's looking for. They might not necessarily be looking at the type of coach that Johnny Bryant is. So that's the only reason I could say I wouldn't too much take a lot of stock into why he wouldn't get hired. Because some guys, like we know, they're good coaches. They're just not in the league right now. Like, so I wouldn't put too much stock into it, but it's something worth looking into at least. But I wouldn't put a lot of stock into it.
All right. So at what level? Let me know what level.
You mean like that you should be concerned?
Yeah.
I would say a medium to low level.
So what sets off your alarm?
If they just like shut it down immediately. Like if he was interviewed and it seemed like it was no progression off of one meeting, that means that they did not want anything to do with him.
Right.
Or he just was not the makeup.
Okay. So it's not one of those deals where Sacramento offered him the job and they just couldn't agree to terms and he came back to the Knicks. Mm-hmm. Like say for instance, Sacramento loved him as a candidate. They wanted to give him 5 years, but they only wanted to guarantee 2. And he wanted all 5 guaranteed. So he just stayed with the Knicks because he figured if he waits, he can get all 5 guaranteed from somebody. You just name just another, from another team. Say anyway, just somebody, just a random team.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See, my concern is in the very beginning of the process, like what you mentioned, if they lose interest after they meet face to face officially,
right,
then I'm concerned. Like, maybe he's not all he's cracked up to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But if it's contractual, hey, I want 5, you want 2, and we can't even, compromise at 3 or 4, then I don't have an issue at all.
Yeah, if it's money related, yeah. Okay. I'm just not too sure what we're doing. I still don't.
It's been like that all year.
This team is really they're throwing me for a loop right now. I'm not gonna lie. I for sure thought some type of change was coming. I didn't know if it was Thibs or somebody, but it seems like they're gonna stay
staying.
Yeah, it seems like they're gonna stay packed with everybody they got, and they're just gonna let this thing ride into next season.
What do you think it is, Sam? What do you think? They're just gonna bring it back. They're gonna have everybody in the same place.
That's exactly what they're gonna do. At least staff wise, is they're bringing it back. Now,
no, I'm talking about the players too.
Oh no, I really hope that see D'Angelo. That if they do that, I'm gonna really have an issue with that. I would hope that they would, finally wake up from this long slumber that they've been in, and realize that these guys need to be moved. They're
blind. They're blind to what the true fans think. They don't think like us. They don't. Right. They don't truly want to win. They're going to bring this thing back. Fournier will be back next year. You can have Noel maybe healthier next year.
It's crazy.
That's what they got in their mind. They signed these guys to contracts.
And this is what I was worried about originally. Now look at us now. We're stuck in that position that you were worried about, where we're probably not going to get a good pick now in the lottery, and we're also not going to make the plan.
Nope.
Right.
So now you've put yourself in this spot now to where you're really not winning either way.
Right.
And more sorrow and depression for next year. Like, give us something that we're going to look forward to. What that person they signed from? What was it? That guy that they signed that head front, whatever that guy's name is. I can never pronounce it.
Gerson.
Yeah. So I mean, we don't even know what that's all about. What does it mean? What does it mean? What he's going to do?
All I'm saying is we were at the potential, guys, to get the 7th in the tank standings. I'm pretty sure we're out of the top 10. Somebody just put in the chat. I think so 12th now in the tank standings. I mean that's not a good position to be in, and you still have games left. And it looks like the Knicks plan on winning the remainder, or at least trying.
Oh yeah, with this coach, of course, he wants to win every game. He's got his foot on the jugular every game. It's horror show this season.
Just know, guys, like if this keeps going at this rate, even like I said, I spoke on this weeks ago. My worst case scenario in the draft was for the Knicks to miss out on all the guys that we've been talking about, Ben Mathurin, Keegan Murray, all those guys, and getting Mitch's replacement in Jalen Duren. If we continue to do what we're doing now, we won't even be able to get him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who you're left with at the rate we're going. As far as the lot, because we know our luck is not good in the lottery. But let's be honest.
No, it's not. What's the track record?
Of course not. I mean, come on, bro. You talking about
this is?
I really do. Mitch is gone next year. This is what he's playing.
I'm not advertising losing. I'm just saying that the winning now doesn't help.
Mm-hmm. So, no, it doesn't.
So Mathurin and, like I said, JJ Mathurin and Murray, Johnny Davis. Unless we're trading up now, that those guys are an afterthought. Unless Mathurin somehow slips and we move up to like 8 or 9.
Even Bream was talking last night on the broadcast. He said, this is going to be an impossible feat. You try to get to the play-in. You got to go 10-4.
Yeah,
and still you're like 5 games out.
Other teams have to lose, and that's what we were bringing up at the very beginning. These other teams are not losing.
So, no. Yeah, he asked RJ about that in the post-game interview.
Mm-hmm.
And RJ was like, yo, we want to win. And then he also asked RJ about what's the talk that you gave the second unit guys, the young guys. You know what I'm saying? And RJ was like, yo, I'm just trying to get them. So Sam, I'm looking at this scenario where the Knicks, the draft pick, as the Knicks are going to pick 8 or 9.
That's the best case scenario at this point.
Right. But it's only one game. So if we lose, what's today? Today's Thursday.
Yep.
When we play Friday, right?
We play. Yeah, I believe we play tomorrow. Yes, at 6:30. Well, 7:30 Eastern.
Right. So, say if we lose tomorrow night and the other teams win, then you'll see us get back into that weird nebulous space of somewhere between 6 and 11. And so let's just say that we pick 8 or 9.
Right.
Just as a We want to try to kind of mark our territory, so to speak, in a place that we anticipate we'll be drafting from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say our spot is 8 or 9. I'm going to name the last 5 first-round draft picks that were picked 8 or 9 by the New York Knicks since 1997. Right? Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, Obi Toppin, Channing Frye, Mike Sweetney. Right? So for those that didn't hear me correctly, listen to the names that were picked 8 or 9.
Yep. See if we have common sense right there.
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina, Jordan Hill, Channing Frye, Kevin Knox, Mike Sweetney, Obi Toppin.
And we've already gave you guys names that have been taken after these guys, so that just lets you know that at those times our front office was incapable of drafting talent. Now, hopefully, with these new guys that we have in the office now, like Walt Perrin, I'm not speaking for Leon Rose and them, the draft guys like Walt Perrin and those guys, hopefully they'll do a better job of finding the gems in the draft, and the front office will actually listen to them, because at the end of the day, the front office is the ones making the pick.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I'm just thinking right now, 8 or 9 would be nice. But at my perspective right now, it's looking like the Knicks are getting, like somebody said in the chat, 10 or higher.
Well, so the thing is, it's a moving target, though.
Right.
That's my man. And I say that not wanting to be right, because I don't have an ego about being right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I honestly love a thorough conversation. That's my thing. You want to tickle my fancy? Have a deep conversation with real, thoughtful, and measured ideas and thoughts. Bring those to the table so that you can challenge a man's mentally. Like don't just tell me Elfrid Payton can't shoot or Thibs need to be fired, right? I'm saying bring some real stuff to the table. Right. Let me bring my guy Jay Boogie in here. Hold on.
Let's get it. Y'all be spitting with your flows, I'm just podcasting. That's right. On the air every day, I'm just podcasting. What? You don't know what that mean when I say I'm podcasting. I'm broadcasting these flows with the podcasting. Every day of my life, I'm just podcasting. Right. Share my dreams with you, me and I'm podcasting. What? You can see my vision through the podcasting. Yeah. But don't forget Jay Boogie when I'm broadcasting. What? I'm podcasting, he's podcasting. What? I've been spitting this venom since Karate Flicks. When Mr. Sims was sharing nothing but the Knicks. I guess you know by now, I seen some tough years. Now I know the reason why Freezy got them Blorange Tears.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
AM, good morning. Good morning. Big boy day. Let's get this tournament started. What's happening? Hey, yo, Freezy.
Yeah, man.
Give you know what I'm saying, some love and some props, man, because, you know, like, every now and then when I hear a song, you know what I'm saying? Like this morning, the song makes me realize, yo, that's a classic podcast hit and nobody never has done that song. And you always keep it going. I don't think a lot of these guys realize that song and that life that they live each and every day. When I made that song, man, I made that song for all y'all guys that rock and do this each and every day. And I can't say you Muhammad Ali, you shaking, but you carrying that torch, man. You know what I'm saying? You keeping Olympic Games going, man. So I just wanted to tell you that, man. That podcast song is a major song for what we do each and every day, whether you on the podcast or whether you inside the podcast typing your own what you feel and what you saying. That was for us, man. It's universal, man. But good morning to y'all guys. Shout out to the chat, man. Big win last night, man. Good win, you know what I'm saying? About time we kill a bum, how we supposed to kill a bum. And it's NCAA tournament time, man. I'm ready. I just finished filling out all 3 of my brackets. I'm getting ready to put me a ticket in. I'm getting ready to knock somebody's head off today. What's happening?
Hey, Boogie, my team play at 12:45. Well, 1:45.
Who your team?
At Memphis. So, you know, I'm a diehard Memphis fan. We play Boise State at 12:45.
Yeah, Memphis Grizzlies, right?
Oh no. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this though: if they make the playoffs, which they are, I'm rooting for them. At least for them to do something. That's just me, just rooting for them. I'm not a fan, but
Well, I give it to you like this. I got you in on 2 tickets.
okay.
I rock with you.
Okay.
I rock with you and Penny on 2 sheets.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Right. Hey, yo, so Duke, what's good, man? What's happening, man? Where you been?
He's on cloud 9. I know the Duke.
What's up?
What's up, Duke?
Nah. I actually only got like 10 minutes because I'm like
Busy
about to
man.
go to class. I only got one class, but I don't know if you guys are gonna be on after 12. But yeah, nah. I just have class in the morning, so I can't get on, but I listen. So yeah.
Haven't been doing your shows neither.
He's coming
Yeah,
from
because
your
I
head
got some
right now.
midterm stuff right now, so I can't.
All right.
No, he could do that because I can't do a lot right now because
I got
got
you.
midterm. But I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine soon. So
because he has a life.
It's a little slow.
Yeah, he's got a life outside.
Yeah, he's not like cats like me. I don't have a life, so here I am.
I don't have a life, you know.
Yeah.
Well, y'all guys, man, continue on. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do. Stick with it, man. Stay with your school and get what you need.
Right.
That's your future. The president ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got your past here from your parents. They gave it to you. Now, aim for your future, man. All y'all guys going to school, how Duke and Sam or anybody else that's in the chat that don't be coming on board, y'all in school, finish, complete, earn it, get it, live it. You earn it. You appreciate it. You own roadblock, man.
I've been wanting to do this thing, man. So I've been talking behind the scenes about doing a new intro. I think I hit up Chuck Allen and Cully and Jay Boogie. I meant to hit you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I know you're so busy, and I be hating to impose, because sometimes the imposition is not the request, not what you're asking for, but the request itself. Because I was wanting to, I don't know, and I should probably ask you off the camera. I'm gonna just ask you. I'm gonna call you in a little while.
Okay.
Because I need a huge favor, huge.
Okay.
And I'm talking about huge. Like I ain't never asked you nothing for this big before, right?
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna ask you after the show is over.
Well, if it's money, that's small. I ain't even tripping on that.
No, I ain't talking about money, man. I just go ask Mocha people for some money, and they're just, you bum, you can't take care of our girl. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at me anyway. Mocha family rich. You know what I'm saying? So I just go ask Mocha family for some money. They're like, you bum, you can't take care of our girl. You know what I'm saying? So now I need something huger, and I don't even know if huger is even a word.
It isn't, but
now it is. Copyright it.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So, but the thing is with just getting back to the point, man. I think this thing of Kenny Payne and potentially Johnny Bryant leaving is going to take us in a turn that's going to have us in an unfamiliar place and have us nervous about what the future is going to hold, because those spots are going to be filled by unfamiliar names and put us in a place where we have to trust Thibs 24/7. And I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Hold up, time out. You said, and Johnny Bryant leaving?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that.
No, he's not leaving. Good.
Potentially he could go.
No, I'm telling you that since Thibs is rock solid coming back, I don't know how many head coaching jobs that Johnny Bryant can pass up waiting on the Knicks head coaching job. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times can I pass up? How many times can I pass up being? Oh, so I'm Jay-Z protege. How many times can I pass up features with Nas and Ferg and all that stuff because I'm Jay-Z protege?
Right.
You feel me? At some point, I got to take advantage of the opportunities, because we know opportunities, they don't come along all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting at. Yo, Dolly, what's good?
Yo, salute. How you guys doing?
Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
How you doing, Jay Buggy? Yeah, I haven't forgot about you, bro. Trust me, I haven't been making beats in a minute, man. My computer had like a whole malfunction. It's been crazy, bro. So just so you know.
Dolly, how you been, man?
Yeah, that's real. How you doing?
I'm good. I got engaged like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
congratulations!
Yes.
And you just now telling us?
Yeah. I got engaged. I've been, with my girl for like 5 years now. So, I think it's about time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, say that's what happened. Don't come and hit something like computer broke down. Say that's what happened.
But I'm serious. It's like when I make beats, I do it from my crib, right? But I don't have a computer in my house to do that with. Like I can pod and stuff, but like I don't have I use Mac for everything, so I don't have one at the crib. So and then when I come to the studio, it's weird, but it's like I have a hard time making beats because to me this is work. So like unless I have a client in here, I was like I haven't made anything. It's like yeah. But how you guys doing, man? Freezy, I haven't heard from you. I haven't heard from Jay, Boogie, from
man. I called you. You didn't see Uncle Freezy in red on your phone?
Nah, I swear to God, I haven't.
Oh, he's been picking out rings.
Come on, bro.
When did you call me? You did not call me.
I called you, bro.
Freezy,
look at your call log. Look at your call log. You'll see Uncle Freezy. If that's now, if you save my name as Mr. Podcaster or something like that, then you ain't gonna find me. But if you saved it as Uncle Freezy, I'm in your phone in red 2 or 3 times.
Ain't no way, bro.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
I'm telling you, bro. I listen. I run through. I have a list that I rotate. Like I'll send random texts to people. You know what I'm saying? That's in the game. Or I call them at like 6:45. Jay Boogie, will I not call somebody 6:45 in the morning?
Yeah, because he's at work. He's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better check the PDF on that.
Yeah, man. I will randomly if I don't hear from somebody in like 2 or 3 weeks, I will send you like a random text or call you at like 7:02 in the morning.
Yeah, when did you call me? Because my call log doesn't go anything before the 27th of February. So if you call me anytime before that, I can't see.
Man, listen, man, get a new phone, man. Because now or something, or I tell you what, I'm gonna have to do like the once a week call. Like I think I called Jay Boogie 5 o'clock in the morning, or not 5 o'clock.
I'm still waiting for my phone call, but.
Yeah, hey, D'Angelo is funny, bro. Hey, my bad. But I think I sent Sam a random text like.
No, you sent me a random text.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do because I gotta keep the family together. You know what I'm saying? So I always just like do like the random call, random text just to make sure the family stay together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Freezy, do you mind if I touch up on the Thibs topic real quick?
Yeah. Ouch.
So, I think I have an unpopular opinion about this whole, fiasco because to me this whole thing is really a Leon Rose problem. You feel me? Like he hired the wrong players to come in, and those aren't Thibs guys, bro. Like we were successful last year, and for all the complaining we did about especially me, because but about what's it called, Alfred Payton. But Alfred Payton was a Thibs guy, defense for everything he couldn't do on offense, defensively he was sound. You feel me? And to me, it's just like this year, they put the wrong personnel for Thibs to coach, and then he's not winning all of a sudden. I just don't think you drop off from coach of the year and then just all of a sudden you can't coach anymore. Like to me, there's a problem there. And don't get me wrong, there's things that Thibs does that does piss me off. Like for example, keeping the young kids. Not playing the young kids enough and stuff like that. And obviously that has changed towards the end of the season now. But to me, it's just like to place all the blame on Thibs, like a lot of people have been doing. I think it's unwarranted because really the person that we should be blaming is Leon Rose. He's the one who put this personnel together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Works hand in hand.
Yeah, Leon Rose did Thibs dirty by trying to get his boys money. That's what he did.
Bim.
That's what you're seeing right now.
Bim.
And I mean, Thibs can finally get his guys now. Probably gonna get an off season. But yeah, I don't think Johnny Bryant is gonna leave, like you guys are saying. I don't think he's gone.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's the main thing with the Leon thing. The other guys, but I know that report came out. I don't know if Thibs is still 100%. He's probably gonna come back, but I wouldn't be surprised. I read that they said that James Dolan let Leon Rose decide if they should fire Thibs or not.
Really?
And that's what Leon chose.
Okay. All right. Hey, let me bring in a couple guys real quick.
The plane, ball.
Yo,
yeah. Top of the morning to the family. What's up? Knicks playing better. Knicks playing better, man. Knicks playing better. I'm gonna wait to get in, man. I got a couple of thoughts in my mind.
Man, look who he is, Cully. Man, I'm excited now.
Salute, yo.
Yeah. What's up, Cully?
What's going on, yo?
Hey,
Can I ask a question?
Cully, to answer your question, you know who Thibs guys are: Luau Deng, Ben Gordon.
Yeah, yo, that's what I've been asking this all week. Yo.
We already have some of them. Taj.
Every time people say the horses, get this guy the horses, I'm trying to think, who are the horses? Is it his Bulls team? His old Bulls? I've been trying to figure out all week, even since last season. Who is Thibs' guy? They win and get guys for him. We don't like him. He's very particular. So who is his guys?
I'll do you one better. You got to get Tyrus Thomas out of retirement.
Yeah. On this team, on this team, you have, in my opinion, you have Thibites. Like Thibites. they legit kneel at the altar of Thibodeau because they're loco, right? And so
speaking of loco, you go ahead.
So Thibite number one, the leader of the Thibs church, is is Emmanuel Quickly, right? And so Emmanuel Quickly is
right. Now you said loco. That rhymes with Rocco. So I know Robert Covington, I think, is a Thibs guy too. I think Thibs wants him over here too.
Oh no, you could have had him, Khalid. You didn't want it. You didn't want to trade for him. You could have had him.
They could have had him. They could. That's a Thibs guy. They could have got him for cheap too. That's a Thibs guy right there. I know he coached him in many. Well, he traded for him, I think, with the Jimmy Butler trade. He traded for Rocco. It was something like that. Something to that effect. I'm just trying to figure out who his guys are. I just hope that we don't get a lotto pick just to trade it on a guy like Covington. That's just me. I'm sorry. Because we are likely getting a lotto pick. Likely. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I won't. Yeah.
Well, just to continue answering your question. So Obi Toppin is not a Thibite.
Oh, clearly, yes. That's not a Thibs guy.
Right? But Jericho Sims is a Thibite. Yes.
Thibite. So
yeah,
Thibite sounds like a religion.
It is. It's
a cult. It's a following.
It's a Thibite of Tom Thibodeau.
Is a Thibite a young? Is that a young Thibs guy? Thibite?
Yeah, because Derrick Rose is a Thibite.
It's a Thibite. Okay. So it's a Thibs.
Right, because think about it. Derrick Rose's famous years are under Tom Thibodeau.
It's true.
Do you remember Derrick Rose? Do you remember Derrick Rose in Cleveland?
Yes,
no,
I do.
Wasn't good.
Do you remember Derrick Rose in Detroit?
Utah. I was gonna say Utah. But yeah. Derrick Rose was actually good in Detroit though, but yeah.
Yeah, he did good in Detroit, but not Utah.
Yeah. I mean his his outstanding years, and I don't mean that and from a stat perspective. I'm talking about separate from the rest of his career is with Thibs. Taj Gibson is a Tibbite.
Taj Gibson definitely. You want to know something? I'm not taking nothing away from Thibs, but you want to know something funny? When Derrick Rose, I was thinking about this last night. When Derrick Rose came into the league, when he had all that athleticism, one thing I will say that worked to the Bulls' advantage, the Thibs, him getting all those wins. The league could not figure out Derrick Rose.
Nope.
Right.
He was just too damn unstoppable. He was MVP, and they couldn't just figure him. So I think that worked to Thibs' nature. Thibs he don't got a guy like that. He thinks Thibs is still. He thinks Rose is still that age, 22, 23, when he's really 33. You know what I mean? He thinks that Rose is still effective, as you can see. We wish he was here, but Thibs is going to be more backwards, man. Rose is not that 20-year-old kid no more, 22, 21.
Oh no, he's moved on from that, Cully. Now he wants to put RJ through the fire now.
Now he wants to put RJ right.
Oh yeah,
right.
Playing 48
Randall,
minutes.
He got overworking Randall, man.
Yeah, you wanted to get some.
Yo, Boogie, you muted, brother.
Oh, I thought I heard that platinum artist, and they're gonna miss the bow tie. We having fun now. With me and all the gang learning from each other. Why we do our thing? Yeah.
So in business, you get to the boardroom and you reevaluate. The first thing that we all do in the boardroom, we say, okay, guys, let's not get emotional and throw the baby out with the bathwater. Check that term, baby out with the bathwater. Right? Okay. Gotta save the baby. Sometimes you gotta flush the water, but the baby gotta be saved. All right. We all knew, most of us knew that even if you put aside your positivity headed to the season, we knew there was some serious question marks. Kimba's knees, that was documented. Fournier's defense and ability. Cully, can you give me a mute until
I'm sorry.
Until it's time for me to rock, babe? Thank you.
Okay.
No problem, my guy. No problem. We knew Fournier working with Randall. We knew, and what would RJ do? I'll be honest, guys. It took us a while to answer it, but let me tell you this. Tell me where I'm lying. RJ, this is the best RJ I've ever seen. Even the announcer said last night, some of RJ's handles. If I have to figure out what's going, his handles are much sharper.
Right.
He's getting better. IQ getting better. Even Obi getting better. Right. So those were our big three guys that we needed to get better in this season. Right.
Right.
We were complaining that Sims wasn't getting minutes. We see we got something in Sims now. Whether you might not have liked how Thibs did it, but either way, it worked out to where the man got on the field and we know we got something. He got on the court, right? We know we got potentially something in McBride, and we definitely like Grimes. Those are 6 players right there that we're not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Right.
So there were some good things that happened this season, regardless of the record. I didn't think it would happen. I wanted them to. Randall starting to play better the past 15 games. Don't know what changed, but it did. Okay, one of the most important things. We may or may not keep Mitch. We don't know, but at least we have an asset. We may lose. That's valuable. Finally, we were able to keep it shiny, and it's not exactly what we want, but it has not lost value. At the end of the season, barring some horrible injury to him between now and the end of the season, Mitch will end the season with value. It's not all bad. It's not all bad right here, right now. It's not what we wanted back in October, but it's not all bad. We got to pick and choose the pieces. While we're picking and choose the pieces, I'm not comfortable getting rid of Rose, Thibs, Wesley. We got to get through one more year, at least one more All-Star break to see if we are forming some synergies right here, right now.
So, Gia, I'm not against you at all. I just want to ask you though, how do you feel though if we lose this value in Mitch this offseason for absolutely nothing? Because that's where I feel like we're headed.
That's gonna set Leon Rose back a year. It's gonna set him back a year, and he's gonna have to make good on it. Now he might have got it in Sims. So you might lose that whole salary, but see, that's just it. There's no real salary that comes with Mitch.
Exactly.
So that's a great point. If he loses Mitch for no value, or Mitch just walks, he doesn't get nothing in return, he's set back a year. But that's not on Thibs.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Hey, GI, you feel that I said it earlier in the show, though. They're probably going to bring everything back. They're going to bring everybody back. Be Fournier here. You're going to have Kemba a little bit of healthier. You're going to have all these people back on all these players back on they're going to bring everything back.
I'm almost positive Kemba won't be back.
Yeah, Kemba's
I'm almost positive they're going to just tell Kemba this offseason, if you can't prove your health, then we got to let you go. It caused too much problems last year. This is where the season really went south, trying to figure out Kemba. Then the fans turned on us.
Absolutely.
Kemba is probably the biggest mistake this season. Because Fournier right now, I wish we didn't give him so much money. But that was the market, guys. That same thing with Mitch. You guys going to look at Mitch like Fournier. You're going to say, why is he getting so much money? The market dictates what you get, not our mind.
It's between GI. It's for me, and I'm still standing back on this. Between Noel and Kemba, those are the two worst deals I feel like the Knicks could have made. But more so the Noel, in my opinion, because I just don't see what he was deserving of that much of an upgrade in pay.
After that was Burks.
And to me, and just to piggyback off what you were saying about Noel, a lot of people talk about how Mitch is always getting hurt. Mitch has an injury history. Noel came in with torn ACLs, bro, from college. So to me, it's just like.
And he signed for 4 years or 3 years, whatever it is.
Two of the three. The problem y'all have with Noel is you guys are forgetting one of your greatest moments as a Knicks fan. The past 5 years, Noel was 100% responsible for a 9-game win streak where he played out of his mata.
Yeah, he did, G.
But that was last season, G.
Yeah, but that's when you gave it to him at the end of last season. You didn't give it to him this season.
This is why I wouldn't have gave it to him, and I've said it all year long. This is why I wouldn't have gave it to him, right, Gi? Yes, he had the good little streak, right? But I witnessed, just like everybody else here, witnessed the victimization of Nerlens Noel in the first round of the playoffs.
Right. That's what
get victimized like that and say, you know what, Noel, you deserve a raise of about $7 to $9 million.
Can we agree that the Knicks playoff performance, the Knicks management did not put an ounce of weight into that? Because we went ahead and gave Randall $114 million and then come back and told him this year and play like he played last year. So we didn't learn anything from the playoffs. Yeah, we didn't learn anything from last year's playoffs. I think we were like this. We're lucky to be here. We don't care what happens. We're going regardless of the outcome here. Because you're right. Randall shouldn't have got the bag he got. He should have been told, well, you got to prove another year. Then if that's how you're going to look at the playoffs, I need you to prove me another year. And definitely Noel should have got something like, because who we even did it against Noel. Go ahead, OJ.
Be honest with you, when 23 come, it's almost gonna look like that Randall deals are still when the money go up, right? But this is one of the things that pissed me off about Leon, right? Mm-hmm. You talked about Evan. I know we need a shooter. I know Evan can do his thing, but he overpaid for Evan because that's something that he wanted. Mm-hmm. The thing that gets me is you want to overpay for something that we need. Right. See, you wanted Evan and you wanted to give him a number where nobody else was going to go mess with it.
Yeah,
that's right.
But you wouldn't do that for Lonzo Ball. You see what I'm saying?
Thank you.
This is what pissed me off about Leon. Your wants and your needs. Wants don't add up to what we need. And that's just something, that he pissed me off. I'm not Evan. I know Evan is a monster if you put him with somebody like CP3, Ja Morant, LeBron James, all these crazy point guards. I know he gonna go crazy, but being that you give away extra dollars, you know, that showed me that you could have gave away that one extra pick that you saved for Cam, for a bench player over a starter. You know, I don't know. Public enemy, brothers got to work it out.
I ain't even gonna hold you, Boogie. Like I would have, with the money we had a lot of money. I would have gotten. This is just me. I'd have tried to get Gary Trent, Powell, and Kelly Oubre. Man, those are the three guys I would have tried to get. Man, with all the money we had. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, darling.
No. I was just gonna piggyback off what you were saying. I was just gonna say that I've been screaming for us to get Gary Trent Jr. for the longest, bro. That dude is nice, and he would benefit from a Thibs type of coaching. You feel me? Which is, you know, it's not modern coaching. That's the reality of the way Thibs coaches. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just like Gary Trent is gonna bring it on defense. He's the definition of 3-and-D. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And you have not only that, you have depth. There's three guys right there you could get. We probably wasn't gonna get no superstar. I mean, he could have made a run at DeRozan, but that's three guys right there. You probably could have got them all for a good value in the market at the time.
Right.
Powell, I think might have been asking for $18 million, maybe. I don't know, 17. I don't know what his ballpark range was, but Gary Trent you could have got for cheap still. He was still cheap. You could have got Kelly Oubre for, I guess, his range or whatever, but that was just the market, man. We spent it seems like we spent a chunk of that and then traded back to save the extra cap, all for Fournier. That's what it seems like, if I'm not mistaken.
We never make smart moves. We never
like Boogie's saying, Cully, you do that. If you're going to go on a spending spree, you do it at the positions of need, not just because you feel as though you need to do this. You know we need a point guard. Get one.
Right.
Why are we getting Kimba last? We should have got a point guard first before.
He was the icing on the cake. It's like he was the icing on the cake for.
Yeah, they were like, oh man, because they really thought they finessed everybody with that Kimba move. They
thought they was quiet. They thought everybody
And you know what's funny about that Fournier move, right? And it makes me think, yo, are Leon Rose's scouts and Worldwide Wesley scouts, like the people that they have talking, you know, and figuring out things in the background, are they really that good? Because if Fournier wanted to come here that bad, you could have offered him a lot less than. If you want to come here to New York, you knew we're trying to build a team. You know what I'm saying? Like, players got to get paid at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, but it's like to me it was just like, if it's gonna, you know, limit us in what we can do in the future, like we got to think about these things. And
but we're not smart. We don't think like that. We do things half-assed.
Boston told us straight up. They said we're not matching it. They wanted Fournier back, but they said, you know what, we're not paying him. You know what the Knicks did? They went ahead and kept the offer and signed
the bag at him.
Yeah, like yes, he was shooting 40% or 41, whatever it was last year. I understand he's a good shooter. But like we're all saying, you get the position of need first. Then you try to get you a shooter. You don't still ignore the fact that you haven't had a point guard, like we point out every week for the past 20 years. And you have 3 or 4 point guards that are capable, available, and you don't even try to get in the running for any of them.
Hey Sam, so real quick, 2 things. So Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says Randall's contract is nothing for a durable 2011 and 5, and I side with him. Right? Here's the other thing, too. The thing that Knicks fans forget is that we're not just paying Fournier $18 million a year. We completed a sign and trade with the Boston Celtics and gave up draft capital for Evan Fournier.
Oh my God.
So I wish you could have said that. Oh my God.
Right. When you look at the Evan Fournier, go look at the Evan Fournier transaction. It's not a free agent signing; it's a sign and trade. We gave up 2nd round picks to Boston. Right?
That's that noise.
Just keep that in mind.
Oh God. Let me gouge out my eyes before I look at that.
and I think in retrospect they were probably like, oh, we need shooting there. We get that shooting because everyone was complaining that we need more.
Yeah, meanwhile I can't guard a cup of water, so you know.
No, that's exactly what it was, dog. They was looking at the analytics. They was looking at the spacing of Fournier.
Yeah,
He provides the spacing because it's shooting.
Forceful.
And don't get me wrong, like I don't like Fournier when he has it going, bro. Like, you know,
he can shoot the lights
he
out.
can shoot, bro. Like the dude can shoot. My problem with Fournier, other than the defense, is just like the team constructed around him is just not is not good for a player like him. Like we need a point guard like to really help maximize his potential.
He played alongside point guards in Orlando.
You are what your record is.
And not to cut y'all off, but Freezy, I just looked at it. They gave up. We actually didn't give up the picks. They did. They gave up the 2 seconds, but we did give them cash in exchange for the trade.
Okay, my bad.
And they used their cash on Dennis Schroeder. Is Dennis Schroeder still over there?
No, he's on the Rockets right now.
On the Rockets right now. That's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So they gave us seconds. Okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even have minded Dennis Schroeder right now. the way we're playing.
Yeah, defensive guard.
Listen, Darley, we wouldn't mind DJ Augustine at this point.
It's
so bad. It's so bad. You know what? I wouldn't even. We were even joking and trolling about Jared Jack at this point. It's gotten so bad. I'll take Ramon Sessions. You know, give me Fat Raymond Felton right now. Somebody.
Langston Galloway.
Torrey Murray right now.
Yeah, man.
I just be trying to figure out how do we be. I thought we was the hustlers. That's what I thought. New York was the hustlers. How do we always get out hustled? You know. Be honest with you, man. New York. You see New York people. You see them all over the world. This is the only city that you guarantee. You go in any other state, you're gonna see somebody from New York. You can't say that for every other place. I thought we was the hustlers and the travelers, man. And we always getting hustled, man. We getting hustled all the time, man. It's getting ugly. It's getting spookier and spookier. Leon, you better get this draft right. You better get this draft.
He be sitting at them games too comfortably, man.
They brought that's a good point out, Mike boy. They brought him here because they thought that they were going to run it back, and in return, we regress tremendously. So that's what makes the Fournier signing look worse, is because you didn't even make the playoffs. You brought these guys here to be an additional boost, something that you were missing last postseason, and we'll never even see that.
Right.
See, if you'd have kept them guys, if you'd have kept everything last year intact and just would have got a point guard, and we would have had this bad season, then we all could have fell back and be like, well, that squad reached this peak. Now it's time to change up. But you changed 2 unknowns.
That's right.
You changed Bullock and you changed Payton. And you got them guys laughing. Well, you really got Payton laughing at us like, y'all thought I was the problem?
Well, you know what? Even to a certain extent, Bullock might be laughing because I'm pretty sure the Mavericks are making the playoffs too.
Oh, for
sure. Bullock look like some trash. Matter of fact,
no, he doesn't look good, but at least his team's going to be in the postseason.
Yeah, he'll probably look good in the postseason this time because of what he's going to be asked to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's not asked to put it on the floor or nothing, so he got a good playmaker.
But you're right, Boogie. Payton's basically getting a free ride. You know, he doesn't have to do anything.
He's going to get a ring.
Yeah, y'all see how happy he looked on that bench over there? I never seen him smile on our bench, bro. That's crazy.
Why would you on that team?
You don't gotta play. You don't gotta do nothing over there.
All he has to do literally is show up for practice and warm up
and just sit there.
Can I get you a cup of water?
I'll take Payne from the Suns right now, man. I'll take him right now.
Word.
We're gonna get us a point guard in this draft. It's a few of them out there.
Yeah, but Boogie, we got one.
How much you want it back?
What about who we got now?
Yeah, I was about to say, Boogie. See, that's the problem. They don't think like us. You would think that they go into this draft like, oh yeah, the point guard is the priority. But
I'm quite sure point guard is really on that man's mind. He has.
That's the case. They're getting Jalen Brunson, man.
Derrick Rose failed us at the strength that we gave him. Derrick Rose's role was supposed to go a long way this year for us. That's why we had so many guards, so we could keep him fresh. But you couldn't even stay healthy off the extra bodies. That's why I'm like, it's time. We gave him extra bodies in the backcourt so he can, you know what I'm saying, finish games. He still got hurt on this, man. Because
honestly, in my opinion, I don't see any point guards in our range, at least first round, I don't see who we're getting. So unless,
thing
in
is,
my opinion, unless it's a guy you getting off a trade or free agency, he's not going to be impactful at all. It's going to be another situation.
They're
This
probably not looking for any point guards. They're grooming quickly as point guards.
it's gonna be another situation of this year. If they get a point guard later in the draft, like a McBride, and it's gonna be another one of those situations. It's not gonna be a guy that you're thinking who they're gonna get first round top 10 and be like, yeah, this is the point guard of the future. Unless
why
they have
we
wake up on
not
another side of
developing
the rock.
McBride though? That's my thing. We have
No,
McBride.
but you know what I mean. Not his profile, but another late round point guard selection.
No, but I'm saying, but why are we looking for a point guard when we got him? That's my only thing.
I don't know why we're doing a lot of things, but this organization is lost in so many ways that it's hard to really speak for him at this point.
I need an impact player, and I'm gonna tell you impact player.
Agree.
The young Devin Booker is out there. For those that don't know who it is, that's that boy Sharp. He ain't played this year. That boy Sharp.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Davis.
But you know,
I don't want Johnny Davis. He's too pretty. I don't need a pretty boy. I don't need no Kareem Akbar. He hasn't showed up in his last 2 games in the Big Ten tournament. And watch. I'm gonna see what he's gonna do. He didn't show up in his last 2 games. That boy McGowan's ate him. He's 6'7", a point guard, but he didn't play against him the last time. It's just something about him that makes me be like, I don't. I'm looking at your motor, man, your engine, not your car. I need your motor.
I'm telling you, they probably feel it's going to be quickly that they're grooming him to be a point guard next year.
He's not a point guard.
I know that. That's what I'm just saying.
Mind you, quickly played shooting guard in college, and McBride played point guard in college. And they're gonna try to groom quickly. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Let Sam do the super chat.
Let's get the super chat.
They need to be grooming McBride.
Let's get
hold on. Let Sam do the super chat. Hold on.
So Parrish Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. No D Rose last year, no playoffs. No D Rose matters.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead.
I agree.
I
mean, I think to me, D Rose's contribution, because we're going through a losing season, it's almost like forgotten. And I get it. He's a player that he's old. He's been hurt all season. But let's be honest. Even if he did play, do you guys really feel like we would have? We would have won a couple more games probably, but I don't think we would have been in a much better position. The starting point guard position is still a need, and that wouldn't have changed. You know what I'm saying? Because Kemba obviously is ineffective.
Parrish, I know for a fact if Derrick was on this team, we'd have won a lot more games. Derrick understands that he knows how to play. He knows everything about the games, the ins and outs. I know we'd have won some games. But how much longer are we gonna continue on, what I'm saying, relying on an old man before we call Jay Boogie and tell him get his shake and come to camp? I'm gonna be trial.
And Boogie, all the time is undefeated.
That's it.
Boogie, the problem about this team too, and not the team per se, but the organization is the way that we're going now. These guys that you want, like a Sharp and all them, we're not gonna even be able to get them now. You're going to have to trade up to get these guys because at the route we're going, like I said, we're already at like pick 10 now. So Sharp is gone. So now you're going to have to either swindle your way up to get one of these guys or hope they fall.
Well, when Mr. G.I., the bow tie man, you know what I'm saying? The real bow tie man, not Macy's, not Hudson Belts. When he get a moment, I'm going to get him to share with that far as, the teams that is going to get extra picks. He broke something down the other day that I didn't, only he can break it down. But he said it's going to be teams like us that's going to get like extra balls for us to move up. You know what I'm saying? Because we did challenge to try to win games and stuff.
And you know what? If they give us the Memphis and Pelicans treatment, then I'm fine with that. But I'm just going. How I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it off the prior experience, and we are very unlucky with these lottery selections. So that's all I'm looking at right now. Now, if they do that, where they give us the Pelicans and Grizzlies treatment, then that's great. Because then you're looking at top 5.
Just give me Shade and Sharp, man. We good, man.
I just think that this front office has been trying to operate cheap as far as getting a point guard. You can't win a championship cheap, bro. You're gonna have to
cheap
spend.
and dumb too.
You feel me? You're gonna have to spend a lot. Like it's just a reality. Like especially if you want a top point guard. Like the fact that Halliburton was available and we didn't get him, bro. That still to this day pisses me off.
But that had nothing to do with being cheap or not. That was just lack of knowledge. That was just Thibs. I mean, Rose and them wanting to take care of the guys. When you say cheap, I don't see where there was a point guard on the market we could have spent $1 billion from. I don't see one quality point guard that said, please send me to New York Knicks. So I just think you guys, we can't buy our way out of this. Our money means nothing. It has meant nothing to the NBA in over 25 years. We keep talking about we got the most, but it's moot. No players want our bag. So I don't think we're cheap. I just think that we're not relevant. And until we take our time and draft guys and get relevant, nobody's walking through that door to save us. So I don't think it's cheap. The opportunity isn't there. Like you guys, let's say we decided not to sign Chris Paul, then we're getting cheap. Chris Paul wanted nothing to do with the New York Knicks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, Gi. We have to take into account some of these guys just simply never even wanted to come here. We can't just say, just because we didn't make the move for him that's malpractice. Some of these guys just did not want to suit up for the New York Knicks. It's just plain and simple like that.
Yeah, well, that's the unfortunate being a Knicks fan.
And I'm telling you right now, these guys we're talking about, unless some magic happens that I'm unaware of, I don't see any of them being available. The best that we can get now is going to be Mathurin slipping, one of these guys that we talking about slipping, or Mitch leaving, and then you get Duran at 10 or 10 to 12 range. And even he might go before 10 if somebody really wants to take a swing on him. Because in my opinion, outside of Chet and Kessler, he's the best big in the draft.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Memphis fan, but I just believe he has.
Kessler is the best big in the draft. What are you talking about?
No, I think I'm just saying off of potential. Now, I think that Duran is better than Kessler, but I'm just saying Kessler is another one of those guys that is going to go first.
Over Chet?
Who?
Over Paul?
No, I'm saying Duran is better than Kessler. I know Chet is better than both of them.
Okay, you said best big in the draft. I'm
just saying those are my top 3 bigs as far as who I think teams will get in the first round.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off, man. I just got hit with my ticket. I gotta go pick something before 12. I need to hit me a 4 pick this morning early. God bless you guys. I'm gonna talk to y'all later on, man. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. I'm still listening, man. Y'all have a great Thursday. You know what I'm saying? One day before you get paid. If you get paid tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? The best day of the week is Thursday. You wake up and get that bread.
Money.
You see my man Danny Landis, man, the plane boss. God bless you guys. God bless you.
God bless you, Boogie. Later, buddy.
Yes, no doubt.
I just don't want us. I just don't want us to get emotional. I just don't want us to get crazy. We're going to give some great analysis. You guys are highly intelligent fans. You guys have been here from day one this year. You know what you're talking about. I just ask that as we get to the end here now and we start to make decisions, I just want us to be rational because this team is not that far off. Yeah, I know y'all can't believe it. I also tell you, look at the top. Kyrie and KD will be here next year. They're not going anywhere, and they may have Ben Simmons. Giannis is at the peak of his career. This is the most athletic he's going to be, and he's got some great guys around him. Philadelphia and Harden have another. Philadelphia and Embiid and Harden have another. So temper, guys. Just temper. The Cleveland Cavaliers are our future. That Evan Mobley, I don't know how they got him with those. It's just not fair. But we just have to wait our turn and hope this Evan Mobley kid is about to be one of the greatest players. And I've been peeking in at this guy, man. And he don't get excited. He's not up and down. So, but it depends what they put around them. There's only 1 or 2 teams that I'm concerned about. Miami, once this Jimmy Butler run is over, they change. So let's not rush next year, guys. Let's be patient because we still got 2 or 3 years before this league is going to open up and give us like a top 5.
You're too calm for me, G.I. Too calm for me, man.
You know why? Because Cully, I was here all year. I told you guys in July I was going crazy that this is a soft tank. This won't work. We'll be in the lottery. Y'all like GI, chill,
Kleenex
chill,
tank.
bro, chill. So GI has had 4 months to get here. I've had 4 months to get here.
This is a pillow tank.
I just want to say real quick, guys, I got to slide to class. Peace and blessings. I'm happy I can get on today. I'll see
Study
y'all on the
hard,
next
bro.
one.
Good luck in class, buddy.
Yes, sir. Y'all be easy.
Generational wealth, my friend. Generational wealth.
Yeah, man.
Hard work.
Peace, brother.
Keep it up, Sam.
I am, Cully, because I'm shocked that we're playing good basketball like this, and young guys are playing, and Thibs is just letting it happen.
I feel you.
I gotta pray he changes though, because if he comes back next year with those same 6 guys playing this minutes, and same 4 guys playing this minutes, and same 3 guys playing these minutes,
right?
Yeah, because you can't go into the same. You can't go into next season with the same stuff. I mean, it's only gonna be the same results. You know what I'm saying? And that's how Thibs gets down.
Yeah, have you guys noticed that this year, compared to last year, RJ's 3-point, I guess, like, attempts have gone way down, like as far as like how many 3-pointers he's putting up, but in the same sense, his makes, like, the thing that we were all complaining about last year, which is his driving, his finishing, has improved like exponentially. To me, like, I look at that and I'm like, yo, there is some development going on, because everyone was complaining about that, and now look, we're going in a good direction as far as like his development. Look at Quickly, he started off with a sophomore slump, and all of a sudden now he's looking like Quickly of last year. So like I just don't want to go ahead and just be like, oh, like Thibs does nothing, and it's like, bro, come on, like there's obviously something going on. It's just it might have taken a little.
Yo, y'all gonna let him step on my take, yo? I gave that take already. He just stomped on my take, yo.
Nah, but the thing
I wasn't trying to
Stomped
stomp
him out. He
take.
stomped him out.
My man produced for Jay-Z, bro. I let him do whatever the hell he wants.
The only thing, Dolly, I will say is once, I don't know what happened. I would love to know. Maybe Cully and these other guys that stay on late night and see some of the when I go to sleep and see some of the post game. There was a seismic shift in this organization right around All-Star break. Randall fell back and RJ took the wheel. And Darley, when RJ took the wheel, bro, he wasn't remembered. The reason you saying he shot more threes is because he had to stand around and wait for Randall to finish. He came out and started to initiate the offense, and he goes to the bucket. So that and in fact, look, the flip is you see Randall shooting more threes because now he's getting kicks outs from RJ. The
Right.
way we have changed basketball, Darley, has 100% changed at the All-Star break. And this is why we have to have some confidence and faith that there is a bright future. You just nailed exactly what we've been talking about the last 2 months. You just summed it up.
Yeah. I mean, and look, a lot of people will disagree just because, just like there's a lot of RJ stands, there's a lot of RJ haters. You know what I'm saying? And to me, and it's like and I don't like to centralize everything around RJ, but it's just like the thing that's on my mind right now is just like his development is important. He's our number 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? Him being what everyone's saying he's supposed to be is important, because he's supposed to be a cornerstone to what we are developing.
So, but if you say that, then Dolly, you got to be careful in what changes you want to make last year, because you made a change that changed RJ from year 2 to 3, and now he's figured it out. If you go and make another changes, drastic changes to this roster, and make him now in year 4 have to become a totally different player he was in year 3, then you're not. Those players who make it to the top don't change their style of play every year.
Right.
So what you just said we have to protect RJ. That means, I'll be honest, he's getting close to playing Julius. I don't know. He's getting used to playing with Julius. I don't know that RJ wants to play with anybody else but Jules, because they're figuring it out and they both can do their thing now. 2 weeks ago they couldn't. So what you just said is then the Knicks need to be careful. If RJ is the most important, then you don't just start talking about filling in these other positions. You worried about what RJ needs and forget it, because that's what we didn't do for Melo. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good. And I was just gonna say, to piggyback off your Randall take. I know a lot of people hate Randall. Randall pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, if the coach tells them, "Hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is your role." Randall has, like you said, he's starting to play nice with Randall. They're starting to play well together. To me, it's like I personally at first couldn't see a offense where they both work together, but now it's starting to kind of come together pretty good. Other than Randall's like lapses on defense and stuff like that, Randall gave us something that we haven't had in years. And just because last year we made it to playoffs off Randall's hard work and D Rose as well, but like it was mostly Randall. Randall's the reason why we made it to the playoffs last year. And I know this is like, what have you done for me lately, league? Which is like this year we haven't, he didn't produce the same amount, but to me it's just like you got to give him another year. You have to. To me it's just like after what he did for us.
One more year.
Interesting. I have heard the evidence for both sides. And I am here to say that this is not a organizational put Randall behind RJ thing, right? I think this is a Randall. Let me bring in Stafford down. Hold on. Let me bring in Stafford down.
What time is it?
I would like to introduce.
Need a key.
I'm in my drop top cruising on the highway. Oh, Lord. That beat is with me.
I thought you was gonna sing "Guess Who's Coming to Dinner."
Not dreadlocks. Yo.
That's my joy. That's my joy.
Yo, that woke me up this morning, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. That woke me up this morning.
I actually thought he was gonna come in screaming, "More fire, more fire, boom, boom, boom,
more fire, not fire, more fire."
Hey, G.I., I don't know what you got in that coffee, bro, but you've been on fire, bro. I gotta agree with you 100%, man. I think some of these fans need to just pump their brakes a little bit, get a brass, as I agree with you, until All-Star weekend next year. If we continue to see the same set of these guys, as you said, playing this set of minutes, these guys playing this set of minutes, yes, it's time to make a change. But I agree, G.I. IQ is playing better. RJ, for some reason, I was telling For the Love of the Game last night, that article that I read in the Athletic is that RJ goal was to score 20 points. And he was determined to get that. He said he wanted to attack. It's time to change the narrative. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then, another thing I got to disagree with some people as far as development. You heard it, RJ said it last night for himself. By Thibs here, he been getting better. He did get better, right? As far as development, even with IQ, and G.I., you said it too. These guys are getting better. So I think we just need to rally around these guys for now until the last season. As Jay Boogie said earlier, we gotta hit on these draft picks. No matter what position we hit, either it be 5, 7, 12, 14, we have to hit on this draft pick, because the last draft picks that we have been taking, as Freezy would said, has been bust, right? The 8s, the 9s, the 7s. We gotta hit on these draft picks, right? And we gotta give this front office at least another year. You know, I mean, it's not the popular take. You understand what I'm saying? But
I agree.
That's just how I feel right
now. And just to piggyback off his saying and salute my brother. Like for real, like, you know, a lot of fans they want a quick fix, but you know, this isn't, you know, it takes time, and it's like you can't just go and flip a switch that abruptly and expect good things to happen. It's a huge gamble to go ahead and just change everything in the team. Let's change this, let's change that. Yo, let's figure out what's been working and work around that and build off that. You can't just take off everything that's foundational about this team. You know what I'm saying?
And Freezy, it's a sad thing to hear that Kenny Payne is leaving, if he do leave to Louisville. But as far as Johnny Bryant, I don't think the Knicks going just
He going, bro.
I don't think so, bro. I don't know why you have that feeling. Like, I don't know why you have that feeling though, but because here's the reason why I say he's not going, right? Thibodeau is 64, 65 years old. And I said this to you before. The guy looked like he's on the sideline shaking from Alzheimer's. He's not going to be here for the long run. I think he's going to be just like a lame duck coach like Mark Jackson. That's going to create a culture, create a narrative, right, of us being a good team. And then we're going to have that coach, whether it be Johnny Bryant or whoever comes in, and, you know, probably take us to the next level. But I don't see Johnny Bryant going anywhere, bro. And, you know, this is Thibs' last shot. I honestly feel this is Thibs' last shot.
You're a naive Knicks fan, bro. That's why you think everything is ideal, right? You're a Knicks fan, but the Knicks.
Why you say I'm naive? Tell me why you say I'm naive.
Because listen, I'm going to tell you. So when Alvin Gentry gets fired in Sacramento, Johnny Bryant is going to be the hottest name around NBA coaching candidate circles, including the Knicks. You, by sending a message to Johnny Bryant that Thibs is going to be here for the foreseeable future, has given him carte blanche to search for another job. Right? Because what happens if Thibs takes this team to the playoffs next year and we lose in the first round? Well, now you gotta give Thibs another year after that, right?
No, I don't think so.
I know, because you're a naive Knicks fan in the moment.
No. As far as bringing Thibs back the following year.
Yeah, right. Hear me out. Why would Johnny Bryant pass up the Sacramento job when he's got two young point guards? They're going to have a lottery pick, a young power forward, and a place to lose in obscurity. See, because if Johnny Bryant loses in New York, he'll never get another head coaching job nowhere else. He's going to be Hornacek, Derek Fisher, David Fisdale, Kurt Rambis, whatever. In Sacramento, he can go to a franchise with a clean slate and obscurity and take his lumps, like Chauncey Billups in Portland. Chauncey Billups in Portland has a clean slate where he can lose in obscurity, right? Now, with that said, not only that aspect of it, here's the other aspect of it. NBA head coaching jobs are not just readily available. How long is Johnny Bryant going to wait on either Thibs or the Miami Heat job? Well, you know for damn sure he ain't get the Miami Heat job.
I was just about to say.
Right. Well, how long you wait on Thibs? The Thibs just promised him another year. So you telling Johnny Bryant to pass up another job just so that he can be the man next to the man in New York on a losing team?
But Freezy, Johnny Bryant was handpicked by the organization, not by Thibs.
Right. I know this.
So I don't see why they're gonna handpick somebody and just get rid of him after that because they give Thibs another year. He could just be there to fill in the reins while Thibs is there.
All right, let me do this real quick. So Paris Douglas, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Douglas says, we're not jeopardizing cap space. The plan is Zion. And RC Creative says, thank you for the super chat. RJ Creative says, everyone is looking for a home run with the Knicks, but really we have to keep hitting singles. Bim, that's what I'm getting at. But my point is this. My point is this.
That was a great super chat. That was a super chat or a comment?
Super chat.
That was the best super chat plat of the day.
Yeah, that was wicked. That was wicked.
All right, so here's the thing with the Johnny Bryant. You say Johnny Bryant was handpicked by the organization, but so was Mike Woodson, and so was Kenny Payne. Right? Those dudes are not Thibodeau head coaches. They don't have experience with Thibs. The Greers do. Andy Greer and his brother have experience with Tom Thibodeau. Dice Yashimoto has experience with Tom Thibodeau. And you notice those dudes didn't take jobs or even look for a job. But Kenny Payne, handpicked by the organization, probably by Worldwide West, since there's Kentucky connections. And Kenny Payne is probably gone. Mike Woodson, handpicked by the front office. Right? Johnny Bryant, handpicked by the organization. You can best believe that when the Washington Wizards job comes open, you can best believe he's going to be a candidate.
They just gave the coach over there in Washington a raise, so I don't think they're going to get rid of him. I said it earlier in one of the NBA shows. Say that again?
I'm just saying I was just mentioning a random team.
The thing is, you guys got to remember who Thibs is and who he wants his legacy to be.
Right.
Thibs is it's the Phil Jacksons of the world. It's the Danny Ainges of the world. It's the Don Nelsons. It's the Carlisles. These guys came from my coaching tree. Anybody around him with any type of ability, the goal is not to sit there and replace Thibs. The goal is to go out, take my style, take what you learn from me, and be successful in a million different places. Thibs is a so if you're close to Thibs and he's in his prime and he's healthy, and 60 is young in the NBA, and the guy is healthy. I don't know. Thibs is healthy. He's a raging bull. You don't want to meet Thibs in the back alley. He's healthy. He's a raging bull. His high judgment. He could be better fit, right? But his mind is sharp. He's engaged. His energy is on high. He's a raging bull. He's not somebody you want to run into in the back alley and assume he ain't ready. So with that said, these guys are here to get from him and take his reputation and go. Other than those two guys, the Riley guys, who you say their name was, the Riley brothers, who are they? You talking about Pat?
The Greers, Andy Greer and his brother.
Those guys, the capologists will probably stay, and these other guys,
Dice Yoshimoto.
These guys, other guys who got soft skills.
So Gia, you really think that Johnny Bryant is just a sitting coach waiting to leave?
No, what I'm saying is every man is looking for his best opportunity. That's what we are as alpha men, to make it to that top. No alpha male makes it there to sit there and say, I'm stuck. I'm just here to be next to this guy. Even with all my talents, I'm tying them to him. They're just waiting for the right opportunities, and they're in the right situation to get them.
All right.
In my opinion, Freezy, I understand where you're coming from. And yes, you could be right, but I'm going to give it another year, man. I'm gonna get Johnny Bryant another year. I know it's hard to believe in your opinion, but I gotta get this guy another year just in case if Thibs leaves.
Now, how many times in your career have you paid? How many times have you passed up raises that would double your annual salary?
Ah, boy, not too many times.
Right.
Not too many times.
He said no.
Well, why work 3 jobs when you can work 1 for twice the money? I'm just saying.
I mean, he's one of the highest paid assistant associated coaches right now.
Yeah, but it's still an NBA coach. It's still something different when you got the corner office with the window.
Right.
There's only one corner office with the window. We can't have 2.
Yeah, Freezy, you're probably right. I am probably being naive, but I just don't see Johnny Bryant going anywhere anytime soon. It's just me because I see Thibs. He's 63 or 64 years old, and I think this is his last hurrah. And if he don't get it done by next year, that's it.
Stafford, how old are you?
Me, I'm 41.
You really see 63 as a coach on the NBA bench with the greatest lifestyle? You get chauffeured everywhere, chartered flights. You see this as a stressful job?
Hated meals.
It's too tough.
No, listen. Coaching to Thibs is fun. That's his life, right? That's his life. Don't get me wrong, GI, right?
Don't go. No, I don't. You can't move it. You specifically keep bringing up that he's 63 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. How is he? And you think that is a retirement, stick him in the grave age?
Yes.
It's not that old. Not that old.
Time for him to go. Homeboy is shaking over there on the damn sidelines. Like you know what I mean? Like he looking like my boy who got that little thing that you shake all the time.
He's not that
That's
bad.
just me, bro.
You're exaggerating, bro.
And I feel like a lot of people are beasting to like get a high draft pick or whatever. But you got to remember that the ball never falls in our corner when it comes to the draft. We never get a high draft pick. The highest draft pick we gotten in a long time was RJ, bro. Like, and that was number 3. When's the last time we got a number 1 draft pick? Patrick Ewing, right? Am I wrong?
Number 1, yeah.
Yep.
So,
and that's because the NBA owed it to us.
That was fixed.
The NBA owed it to us.
So, yo, real king, you something else, boy.
Somebody gotta hold somebody hostage, yo, to get that high draft pick, yo. Flip that card. You know what I'm saying? You want to see that horse in your bed,
right?
But back to Thibs though. Yeah, I think 63 years old. That's close to retirement, bro. That's close to pension. You know what I'm saying? Yo, sooner or later you're gonna have to give it up. Look at Coach K. Coach K is about to give it up. Give it up, Thibs.
But Coach K is almost 80.
And Coach K has been in the same place for 40 years. Thibs been here for 2.
Yeah, but I understand, but he been coaching for years also too. Freezy.
Thibs ain't been coaching since 1976.
Oh man.
That's because he's too young to be coaching since
Right.
He was only 13 in 70.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And to GI point, this dude during the season and off season, this dude's taking private jets to destinations, eating catered meals, sleeping on the softest linens and the finest hotels the country can offer. I know this for a fact. I saw the Knicks team bus pull into the Ritz-Carlton in Atlanta. Right? I saw they bus, bro. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the Ritz-Carlton, I hurt my neck. Hoodie Cab was like, stop looking up that high. You're gonna get vertigo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They say Pop is 73. I think Pop about to retire too.
Right. But that's 70.
Pop about to retire too.
That's 73 different. That's not 63. He said, I was still laughing. He's like, he still has a guy in his pension. He's almost at pension or whatever.
I'm serious, bro. I mean, look, I respect Pop, but Pop is on his way out too, man.
Right.
Pop is on his way out too. You know, so I mean, look, I respect all these guys, man. You know, especially Pop. You know, I mean, legendary. 1,300 and how many wins he got? The winningest coach in the NBA. You understand what I mean? But the difference between him and Thibodeau is that the organization always brings him the guys that he wants to fit in his system to make him look good. Right? The only I mean, Thibs only had the rings once in Minnesota, where he had to be the general manager and the coach, and he messed up everything.
So what does it have to do with Johnny Bryant, though?
No. We was just talking about the whole retirement.
So we saying that Johnny Bryant is gonna wait because Tom Thibodeau is old. That can't be the point.
No, Johnny Bryant is probably gonna wait another year for Thibs to mess up at the All-Star break to get that position.
Okay. All right.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. You know.
I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm just saying that you're looking at.
No. We having a healthy discussion, and that's what makes it love. You know what I mean? We could talk about these things.
Right. Yeah, because you're looking at it through Knicks colored glasses. Like you're looking at the ideal situation, perfect case scenario, as opposed to Johnny Bryant only being here for 2 seasons. Johnny Bryant never played for the Knicks. He hadn't been here 20 years. His loyalty is not tied to the Knicks. His loyalty is tied to what's best for Johnny Bryant and his family.
You see, and I didn't know that greenhouse. I didn't know he was a president too. So that even makes it even better for Pop. But I mean to go against the topic, but
right.
You know what you're saying, Freezy.
Well, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta wrap. One of my homeboys passed away this week. This is one of the reasons why I've been sporadic on here. I gotta get ready to go to a funeral. And I've been up all night.
Yeah, Freezy, man.
Hear that, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my great aunt just went into the hospice 2 days ago, so I'm kind of going through it also to myself. So
yeah, man. It's tough out here, man.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, soon gotta take a trip to Maryland in the next probably couple of weeks.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So you know you always in my thoughts and prayers, man. You know that. You know you better not be drinking no black sodas either.
No. But I did do time in the week to talk to you though. I really needed to talk to you at that time. But whenever you get a chance, call me, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll do that. I'm gonna lay down and take a nap for a little bit and jump up and go to this funeral and try to make it, try to get back so that I can lay down and get some more sleep and all that stuff, man. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all everybody for coming through. We will holler at y'all later.